Are you going places or left behind without a travel companion? Listen to how you can travel more independently. Dr. Mary Travelbest will bring you the best tips and her travel mistakes so you can benefit.
Welcome to Dr. Mary Travelbest's Independent Travel Guide. This is for women who travel, who want to travel, and especially for those who want to travel independently. In this episode, the FAQ is, what good are frequent flyer miles, and can you donate them? The destination is New York City, Part 2. And the lesson learned is, don't run out of water. The travel tip is, pack a small bag for in-flight. Now for the FAQ. What good are frequent flyer miles? Can I donate them? And the answer is, frequent flyer miles can get you free trips, but you do need to work for them just a bit. Unused frequent flyer miles can help a cause, so consider donating them. Most airline miles expire after 12 to 36 months of account inactivity. Some have made an exception during the pandemic. American Airlines plan allows you to donate as few as 1,000 miles. The program is Let Good Take Flight. Hawaiian Airlines allows you to donate and often will match your donation. We'll have more in the show notes. Today's episode destination is New York City, Part 2. Are you planning to visit New York? If so, I've got some advice and personal experience of living in New York and traveling the 5 boroughs. I was born in Manhasset on Long Island, New York, at the height of the baby boom in 1957. I spent my first 15 years living in New York, perfecting my accent, hanging out at the outdoor mall, Roosevelt Field, about 20 miles from the city in a town called Garden City, which I will describe later. Here's an explanation of the 5 boroughs. When I say New York City, I mean all 5 parts. If I say Manhattan, that's the lower part of the island where shells worth about $24 were exchanged for the real estate in the 1600s. That's what most people think about the city. Bronx is the upper part of the island on which Manhattan lies, separated by the Harlem River. The Hudson River separates this area from New Jersey. There's also Brooklyn, Queens, and Staten Island. That's all 5 boroughs. You may want to create a mini independent trip in each borough of New York City. There's enough to see in each of the boroughs for its own visit as an independent traveler. My parents grew up here, but neither lived in Lower Manhattan. They met in college in the Bronx. I'd probably still live in New York today and would not be writing about travel if my dad hadn't changed jobs and we moved to the Chicago area. Here's a shout out to my friends in Garden City, New York, and even St. Joseph's Catholic School. It's been a long time since I've lived there, but New York is still my place of origin and early years. My favorite trips to New York were for baseball games at the Mets or the Yankees. If you're visiting during these times, head to a game if you can in the summer. I've also enjoyed the World's Fair during 1964-65 and visited several times. There is still the iconic Unisphere, a spherical stainless steel representation of Earth, located in Flushing, Queens, at 140 feet high and 120 feet diameter. If you're in Queens, don't miss this. New York City is what you make of it. I encourage you to visit and tell me about your trip. And now for the lesson learned. Don't run out of water. No matter where you are, desert or ocean, don't run out of drinking water. This is one of the most precious resources that we need on the road. When you travel, you need to hydrate more than normal. Your brain needs water to survive, so be sure you have enough that's clean and drinkable. So many times I've run out of water. I don't want you to go through this problem, so be prepared. Today's travel advice: pack a small bag for in-flight. That bag is only for your necessary items. For example, headphones, medicines, keys, reading material, phone and charger, documents, blanket and extra socks, underwear, and toothbrush. I want to bring meaning to your travel. So send me your travel tip or question to my Facebook page, group, Instagram, Twitter, or blog, and maybe you'll see your tips in my next travel book on independent destinations. What's on your travel bucket list?
What's on your travel bucket list? Tell the doctor and her team of women who travel the world seeking the very best. Dr. Travelbest, that is.